Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And we are continuing where we left off from the midnight program, and that is horrific elder abuse. A nurse steals a Rolex watch and cash from a dying patient, literally in a nursing home. You'll hear the audio, but then it gets even worse. In a new clip you'll hear in just minutes, she's in the back of a patrol car, the nurse, handcuffed, going to jail, and her language is just unacceptable because she doesn't see anything really that she did wrong. At one point, she even says to the man, I did him a favor, to the officer that arrested her. So this hour, we'll also deal with the narco-terrorist issue and the blowing up of their boats. It's the right thing to do. Blow them up, blow them up, blow them up, as reporters are trying to box in President Trump on this issue.
So to be clear, you support the decision to kill survivors after the...
No, I support the decision to knock out the boats, and whoever's piloting those boats, most of them are gone. But whoever are piloting those boats, they're guilty of trying to kill people in our country. Yep.
Also, Ilhan Omar, the congresswoman, needs to be removed from office. Let me be very clear. I'm not talking about violence or anything like that through the political process. She is just too disrespectful to America. Taxpayers are paying her salary. She says in this clip you'll hear right now, debating Americans is hard because of the level of stupidity in this country.
These people are just idiots. I really, I'm at the point where it's become really hard to have an intellectual debate with any of these people because the level of stupidity that they are displaying every single day is frankly embarrassing, not just in Congress, but as Americans. And the fact that these people are allowed to say just the most ridiculous things tells you that the dumbing of the United States has arrived, because how else do we get a Trump presidency again?
The dumbing of the United States. Lady, you come from Somalia. I so wish I could say exactly what I think of Somalia, but it would get me in trouble. And this is someone who's been to Somalia. You come from a country that isn't really even a country. And you're criticizing the greatest country in the world? Go back to where you belong, Somalia. But let's deal with, we received an enormous amount of telephone calls, listening to horrific stories from you folks on the phone about elder abuse. And we know it happens, but it's not often that it's caught red-handed on camera. A nurse steals a Rolex watch and cash from a dying patient in a nursing home. So what I found out today, watching the clip further, and it was hard for me to watch it the entire time that the officer is engaging with her, she's been stealing from people on their deathbed for a year, apparently for a drug habit, even though she doesn't look like she has a drug habit, but she does look like an absolute nut job, which brings to issue, how is she working with the elderly to begin with? So I want you to listen to the original clip, then I'm going to come back and we'll bring in, we see all your calls coming in, and then we'll deal with the second clip, which is even more horrendous.
How we doing today?
Good.
Leaving work with some merchandise?
No. I'm sorry, what is your name?
My name's right here. That's Officer to you.
Okay, can I help you, officer?
Yeah, I was just watching some very interesting video footage from your work.
What are you talking about?
Mind if I search you?
No.
You don't mind if I search you?
No, I don't really want much to do with this, sir. Can I help you?
Empty your pockets right now.
Can I have some sort of warrant? I'm not saying, oh my God.
Your pockets.
No.
We all know what you did.
Who was we?
That looks just like the Rolex that was stolen from the nursing home that you work at. Yep. There's the money. Where's the credit cards?
What are you talking about?
Empty your pocket, right there. Empty your pocket.
Here. Are you happy? Can I go now?
Absolutely not. Would you care to explain this?
Explain what?
Where did these come from?
Does that matter? We both know where it comes from.
You often steal from your job and where you work?
Whatever. I think I should go.
Turn around. Hands behind your back.
Sir, I'm
Turn
pregnant.
around. Hands behind your back. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. I highly recommend you exercise that right.
I'm going to lose my job.
You already lost your job. We have you on video stealing all of this evidence.
And it's raining?
10:37. Suspect in custody.
Oh my God. This is not for real. Oh my God. Can we please just talk about this? I think this is a bit dramatic to be arrested. What footage? Can I see the footage?
Absolutely. You'll see it in court. Do you always steal from your employee, from the people that are putting food on your table? You think it's a good idea to steal?
They're not going to miss it. Okay? He's dying anyway. He's basically dead.
So it's okay to take his belongings in your head? Where do you come up with this reasoning?
Because I need it.
For what?
My kids.
Drugs?
Can we please
What kind of drugs are you taking?
Does that matter?
Absolutely.
I have children. I told you I'm pregnant.
And you think it's wise to be taking drugs while you're pregnant?
So I spent part of my day, unfortunately, watching the video. She says that she's pregnant. She has children. Turns out she has one child. So she's lying. And let me just stop. Full stop. I can't imagine. I've already known this, but the job of a police officer. You've got to deal with absolute gutter like this on a daily basis. And the officer is almost trying to serve as a father figure, trying to get her to understand the horrible nature of what she has done. And it's just not resonating. It's not connecting. But the conversation, so now he puts the cuffs on her. She's in the back of the patrol car, and the patrol car door is open. And she's trying to negotiate a way to get out. And now I'm making a jump here. And I'm not exactly sure if this is part of the clip you're about to hear. But it sounds like very close to at one point, but you have to listen carefully. Like she was trying to proposition the officer. She didn't use the word sex, but just listen to this for yourself.
Can you please just undo it? Undo it.
That's not going to happen.
Oh my God. Sir, this is a mistake. Please, can we talk this out?
There's nothing to talk about.
Yes, there is.
Why did you think it was okay to take these belongings? I'm just curious.
The man is damn near dead.
And you don't think his family would want the heirloom? You don't think they're going to want to pass that watch down to his son?
Nobody comes
to their
visit.
children?
Nobody comes to visit him.
So you think that's okay?
It won't be missed.
To take it upon yourself to take his belongings? Where do you get this reasoning from?
My brain.
And your brain tells you that it's okay. How often have you been stealing?
Does that matter?
It does, absolutely.
Whatever.
How long have you been doing this for?
Maybe a year.
So you just started stealing a year ago. Why did you start stealing?
I started using again.
So you are on drugs. Are you pregnant, or was that just a lie?
Does it matter?
I mean, yeah, if you're pregnant and taking drugs, that's even worse. That just shows how selfish you actually are. Do you even have kids, or are you just using that as an excuse?
I have a son.
What kind of example are you setting for your son? Yeah. What kind of child do you think you're going to raise? Should we bring him out here so we can see his mom in handcuffs?
No!
Tell him his mom's stealing, taking money,
this
credit
card,
a watch?
Get me out! Get me out! Get me out!
Not happening. Are you married? Do you have a husband?
Doesn't matter. It's all about to be ripped away from me.
Do you have a husband? Are you married or are you single?
I'm single.
Oh, that tracks. So because you don't have a man to take care of you, you think it's okay to steal stuff? You can't just earn an honest living?
I did have an honest living.
Then why are you stealing? If you already have a job that's paying you and putting money in your pocket and putting food on your children's table, why are you stealing?
Close the damn door. This it. Oh, God.
Lock her up. I'm trying to figure out the words. Lock her up, throw away the key, show no sympathy. Let's begin with your telephone calls. Dominic Carter here with you, 800-848-9222. Let's begin with Eddie, line 5 in Babylon. Eddie, what's on your mind?
First of all, Dominic, that's inhuman what she did, and I'm a nuclear medicine technologist, been in the medical field for a long time, and I always treat people like they're my sister, brother, grandfather, mom, or dad. And, you know, they're if you're in a facility, you know, they're sicker than me, and I feel badly for them. My friend's father went into a rehab facility, and things were happening, and with him, and he complained a bit, and nobody, he was older, so I put a clock camera in the room, and you'd be surprised what we saw. IV come out of his arm, they take it off the floor, still running, and put it back in his arm without changing the needle or the tube. Even a mere pillowcase, when his pillow went onto the floor. I mean, from the street to the floors there, to the germs in these places, and to have your face on the pillowcase now. My own father in a hospital, I sat there with him after an operation. He had another gentleman in his room, and they had curtains, and a nurse came in. The man was moaning. He had prostate cancer and metastases to his bones, which was very, very painful. And she whipped his curtain open, and she said, "You'd be better off in a box." And then she slided my father's curtain open. I was sitting there, and she said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm the one going to be responsible for you not working here anymore."
Good for you.
I talked to administration. And, it's the quality that they hire. And there's one place, Consolation, behind Good Sam Hospital. I know it's good. There are a couple good places, but hard to find, Dominic. And it's hard to screen these people, know they're deep, sometimes dark personalities, uncaring ways. But thank you for getting on at 3 again and talking about this, because I messaged you. It's very important to discuss.
Well, Eddie, thank you for the call. You know, I do politics all the time, but folks, this is part of politics. It's part of the political process of decisions that are made that impact our loved ones, from the actual medical care to how clean these facilities are. But even I was completely overwhelmed with the response of when we did this topic last night. That's why I felt an obligation to do it again today. If you can see the phone calls that I see where people want to talk about this is a serious problem, a serious issue. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
You folks listening to the program, you really are the best. So dealing with this topic at midnight, Down Under, Juliana in Australia sent me this, and I found it to be cute. And she said, "Dominic TV, with all that's happening around the world, here's something to cheer you up. Take care. God bless you, my American broadcaster friend."
Oh, I wake up every day at 7 a.m. to get on to work instead of staying in bed, and I scream at the top of my lungs, "Ah!"
Thank you for that. It did pick up my spirits. So I'm looking at something here. I'm coming back to Ilhan Omar in just a second. Governor Dum Dum, Tim Walz. You know, if I do use this word at home, I am severely chastised. So I really shouldn't be using it on the radio, but he used the word, so I'm using it, and President Trump has used the word. Again, this is a no-no in the Carter household. Governor Dum Dum, Tim Walz, is asking people to stop calling him, quote, retarded, saying it might incite violence. This from Governor Tampon. Tim Walz, something is wrong with this dude. One, he's a pathological liar and got away with it. and got away with it. But something else that Ilhan Omar said, she should be removed from office for this alone. We're going back to the elder abuse in just 1 second. Listen carefully to the language she uses. It sounds like a direct threat.
As much as Trump and his cronies want to act like we have no power to respond, the truth is we are more powerful than we think we are. And I want to underscore the importance of using every single leverage that we have at our arsenal, because we do have a lot of leverage. We need to make sure that those who are collaborating with the authoritarian regime pay a costly price.
Costly price, huh? She needs to be removed from the country. Period. I don't care if she's a congresswoman. Get her out. All that mouth and all that nonsense, get rid of her. Let's go to David, line 3 in New Jersey. David, what's on your mind?
Yeah, hi, Dominic. Thanks for taking my call. Big listener of yours.
Thank you.
You're speaking. And one thing I do specifically enjoy is the way that when callers specifically mention something, make fun of somebody, you don't take that. It doesn't matter about the political differences or anything else. They don't stand by. So I wanted to talk about this elder abuse case. I'm actually an RN myself. And obviously there is a lot of this elder abuse, and it's really the accountability of the organizations that hire these people really have to take more accountability for that. At the same time, I want to mention that this lady obviously has a disease, a drug addiction. Now, in no way...
David, let's not do that. Let's not do the excuse thing. Please, let's not do that. Let's not do that. So you want a bleeding heart? You want to say it's okay? Somebody's taking their last breaths in life. No one's there with them, and it's okay. She looks around and then steals someone's Rolex and his cash, and she's been doing this for a year, and you want to give her somewhat of a pass?
No, absolutely not. She should do jail time. She should be committed to a facility, whatever it is. At the same time, I didn't appreciate the way the officer was talking to her. It wasn't his position.
So you're making an excuse, David. You're making an excuse for her behavior. This is what's wrong in society. I have nothing but respect for you, David. Thanks for listening to the program. I would continue the call, but I'm up against a break, folks. Whenever you hear the music, whether you're talking or I'm talking, that means rap, or we're gonna shut you up by shutting down the mic. So, David, thank you for the call. I just think this woman is despicable. I have zero sympathy for her. I don't care about her, period. We're coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And this holiday season, help the Red Apple Audio Networks feed those in need. Go to redappleaudionetworks.com/turkey. Join Red Apple Audio Networks, AARP, New York City, the Police Athletic League, Gristedes, D'Agostino's, supermarkets, and nationwide imaging services as we deliver holiday meals. More than 5,000 meals feeding 5,000 families across the city. Go to redappleaudionetwork.com/turkey. That's redappleaudionetwork.com/turkey. So, talking about turkeys, what about these clowns that are part of the Somalian community in Minnesota with their Congresswoman Ilhan Omar? This lady's got to go politically. You cannot have somebody from a country like Somalia coming here and you think you're going to lecture Americans? I don't think so. Listen to this news report before we get back to the elder abuse on Minnesota fraud.
Somalian immigrants allegedly stole $300 million from Feeding Our Future, meals that were never made and then never delivered. And they stole hundreds of millions of dollars from Medicaid by faking autism claims. These are terrible people. And they stole, allegedly, $14 million by faking autism therapy services that obviously were never provided to the fake autism patients. And they stole, and this number goes up by the day, at least $300 million from local housing services. The list goes on. The abuse shocking, all while the governor A man who thinks that little boys need tampons look the other way. Tim Walz. But not anymore. The tampon is going to go down. The most ironic thing is that he's going to be brought down by the same people who he brought to Minnesota to vote for him.
Information. Truth is freedom.
And so there you have that news report. And we can also tell you, folks, if you want to know why things are the way that they are, let's look to Chicago. I haven't forgotten, the woman's burned on the subway. It happens, right? It happens. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But I guarantee if it happened to the mayor's sister, if he had a sister, I don't know. I guarantee you there'd be changes then. If you want to know why things are screwed up the way that they are, right? And you talk to my Democrat friends, right? Even in my own household, they don't see anything wrong that the Democrats are doing. The problem is Trump and his attitude. And Trump is not nice to people. You need somebody that's not going to pull any punches and tell you exactly what time it is. So listen to this. The Mayor Johnson, what does he do? What does he do? He says, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. Victim card, victim card, victim card. Blacks are killing blacks. Don't ask me about blacks killing blacks. Listen to this.
By the way, the people who interact with me agree with me. They don't agree with you. Take a look at the comments.
We got it.
But the fact of the matter is simply this. That the fact that you think that a Christmas market across the street from City Hall is more a threat to public safety than violent black teenagers running down State Street shooting people at a Christmas tree lighting shows your priorities. What do you say to those people, citizens, black, brown, business leaders? What do you say to those people?
Got it.
Yeah. That if they get a phone call from you or they get an interaction with you, they should avoid you. I'm not going to entertain because the whole premise of everything that you bring up is not only disgusting and racist, it does no fact to it. There is not a person in this city who spends more time working to ensure that we're protecting working people. There's not a person that spends more time thinking about it. In fact, our budget reflects that. My values reflect that. You would do yourself good service by actually showing up in this room with some level of integrity as well as some honesty. You don't operate in any of that.
Please do not mention the word, Mr. Mayor, integrity or honesty. All you do all day, every day, black, 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 black. You ask me any question, black, 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 black. Oh, it's all bad. Black, you're attacking me. Black, 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 black. Shut up and go sit down somewhere. As my grandmother used to say, raising me, boy, go sit down. Don't stand. You got something to say that's productive. Let's go to Rose, line 5, Long Island. Rose, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic. You cracked me up. I just want you to know that, and I love you.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. When that officer said to that woman, when he radioed in, suspect in custody, I just wanted to sing the Handel's Messiah quiet chorus. Hallelujah. How often do you hear those words these days? You don't hear them. Suspect in custody. And I want to give kudos out to that nursing home. And every time they bomb one of those go fast boats with the cocaine on it, I want to hear Handel's Messiah also. That's how I feel.
I agree with you, Rose. Oh, well, how do you know that they're drug dealers? I mean, how stupid do you think we are, the public? That's why we have the problems that we have, because we've had weak leaders that don't stand. Oh, Trump's personality. Trump is the devil. Look at how he talks. Yeah, I want a leader. I want somebody like that that's going to put you in your place and don't think twice about it. And I'm not saying he ordered the attacks, but I am saying this: the attacks are ordered. Those savages are killed, and then go have dinner. Period. And don't think twice about it. Rose, thank you for the wonderful call. Yetta, I love you on Twitter here, but you're dead wrong on this here. Yetta just said to me, sorry, The way, and Yetta, what planet are you on? Sorry, the way that police officer crossed the line, he didn't cross the line. He was trying to help the woman. Yetta says, and became unprofessional by inserting his own opinions into the alleged crime. He said, oh, it's alleged, huh, Yetta? He severely impugned the integrity of the case going forward. No, he didn't. He read her his Miranda rights. Then she says, did he read her? Yetta, you clearly are not listening to the clip. He did read her rights. And he said, I highly recommend that you remain silent. Yetta says his behavior could get that whole case thrown out. That officer showed that woman more love than probably anyone in her whole family has shown her. And I'm sorry to listen. Drug addiction is a serious problem. Don't make excuses for her. She's a low-life roach. It's as simple as that. And so someone just sent me another video. I can't look at it right now. First, I couldn't open it. But I mean, on an emotional level, this is a bit much. Let's see here. Let's go to Jay, line 3 in New Jersey. What's on your mind, Jay?
Yeah, hey, Dominic. The people apologizing for this girl is, they're not helping the black cause. They think that they're sticking up for the black people, but the more that the black people are stereotyped together and categorized with these people, the worse it is for them, because this is what the Democrats did in the 60s, right? With LBJ's Great Society, they destroyed the black family. 75% of black families then had fathers in the home. Now, the numbers are way below that. And people defending the criminals are not helping the cause. They're just, reinforcing the negative stereotypes, and it's so stupid.
Jay, somebody's parked right in front of you. You trying to get him to move? Somebody's parked right in front of you.
Yeah, I was on the road. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I'm just messing with you because I heard the beep, 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 But I agree, Jay. I got to move on. But I agree with everything that you said, because everything you just said is accurate. And Mayor Johnson in Chicago, all I hear when he opens his stupid mouth, black, 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 black. I'm the victim, black, 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 black. That's all I hear when this fool opens his mouth. Let's go to line 2, Judith in Brooklyn. What's on your mind, Judith?
Ma, I'm so angry. I can't even tell you, and I'm sad too, and I'll tell you why. First of all, did you hear what she said, this woman? Nobody comes to see him. Therefore, a guy like him and others are the easy targets because no one comes to see him, which is
exactly what she said.
Yeah, that's very sad. And there are other people just like him where they take advantage and he's too weak. You should know there should be a camera in every single room. They should all know they're being watched, okay? I've seen a document with hidden videos showing these caretakers and nurses literally beating the crap out of these elderly, weak people. And you know what? I got to wonder if this nurse even was facilitating his demise, to get to whatever and for a whole year, whatever. And the arrogance and attitude. And that cop, I love that cop. He's human. He was a little bit trying to get it to understand this is not the way to behave, and you should be ashamed of yourself and whatever. And as far as Ilhan Omar goes, Dominic, I'd love to see her tarred and feathered and run out of this country. I would love it.
I would too. Thank you for the lovely call, Judith. I may regret this going to Marco on line 1 after his antics yesterday, but I'm going to try it. Let's go to Marco. Marco, do me a favor. Don't you ever in your life bring up my children again. Can we agree on that?
Absolutely. I won't mention it. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I hope you don't get offended by what I'm going to say, but it's not bad.
Nothing you say can offend me. Hey, wait, Marco. I'm going to give you your say. Marco, right? But to set it up, because I know you quite well.
Dominic is done with you.
Okay, Marco, go ahead.
All right. So I think no offense, all right? But I think you're a black man. Think you're a black man.
Oh, you're saying, wait, Marco, wait. You think you're saying something that's deep, that's unique? I mean, go ahead. You think, okay, let me try and help you out. You probably going to say something along this, that I'm a black man trying to please white people, right? Something like that?
Sort of. You're a man that's saying what white people want to say. They're talking through you, and you're doing it all for a paycheck, which is really sad. Really, really sad.
So white people are talking through me. So when I went to undergraduate school to learn journalism, that was white people talking through me.
No,
How about when I went to How about when I went to one of the best communication schools in the country for a master's degree, Syracuse University? Yes, I was the only black graduate student at that time. The next year they brought in 2 black females after me. But was that white people talking through me as well?
I don't know your past, Dominic. I mean, were you talking like this when back 20 years ago? Was this the way you talked?
Absolutely. If you talk to any of my friends, they will tell you Dominic is conservative in nature and he believes in no excuses. Because 20 years ago, when my friends, they would all be black in the car, and I would say to them, guys, who's paying for these services? Oh, God, the community is entitled to this. Guys, if you don't have a tax base, who's going to pay the bill? I've been saying these things for 20, 30 years. So even though it was all black guys in the car with me, I was talking white talk then.
I don't know. I'm just hearing your program now. Like this year, like 2 years I've been listening to you. And I just feel, that's my feeling. That you're talking for the white MAGA racist, the MAGA racists. They're MAGA racists.
Okay, so what should I say? Should I say, can I have some watermelon? And sir, what would you like for me to do? Would you like for me to shine your shoes? Is that what you want me to do?
No.
What is black talk? Am I supposed to do like Mayor Johnson? Black. Don't ask me any questions because I'm black. What am I supposed to do, Marco? You tell me. Marco?
Say that.
Oh, Marco. So tell me, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to do Ebonics? Will that make you feel better?
No. Just be neutral.
So tell me, what am I supposed to do? Okay, so Marco, when you have black kids at a Christmas celebration in Chicago killing each other just days ago, when you have black men setting white women on fire on trains, not 1 time, 2 times. When you have black people beating the crap out of elderly patients in nursing homes, this case, the woman is black, the man is white. The other video I just saw, the woman looks white. The lady that's attacking her is black. So what am I supposed to do that's going to make you feel comfortable?
But a little bit more like white people when white people do wrong things. Like the white guy that did that to that white girl in New York City. You know, you don't talk enough about that. There's so much white crime going on that they do just as bad as immigrants, as black people. Just be neutral. That's all. Just be neutral. Be fair. You're not fair. That's what I'm saying. You speak for the white people. Because if it was a white man on the radio saying what you were saying, that boy would be fired the next minute. But since you're black, you could say whatever you want and you get away with it, and you're doing it for a paycheck.
So Marco, I don't bring an having grown up in the projects on welfare with food stamps and a mentally ill mother and never met my father. I don't bring never had my father in my life. I met him twice. I don't bring a credibility to these issues that most people don't. Did it ever occur to you that's why I'm given the flexibility to say what I want because I come from the hood? Did that ever occur to you?
But it happens in
that
both
I'm of
sides.
the projects. Have you ever lived in the projects, Marco?
One last thing, because we're not going to get
Have you ever lived in the projects?
Do you think today, if
Marco, have you ever lived in the projects?
Yeah, I was born in Irvington, New Jersey.
Dominic is done with you.
That's it for today, Marco. Time for a break. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And the Tunnel to Towers Foundation final thoughts of the day. Marco, you just lit up my Twitter with all the folks taking aim at you, Marco, in New Jersey. So, folks, my wife is a few credits short of her PhD, right? She completed about half of it, right? Maybe a little less than half. I went to school. Our daughter has a master's degree. Works as a spokesperson, as I said, at a major Ivy League institution. Our son, despite epilepsy and a learning disability, got his associate's, and was told that he could never graduate from high school. Got his associate's degree, was homecoming king, voted for by the students at his school, and then went on to get a 4-year degree. But Marco says, eyes are not black enough. That's the way you want me to talk, Marco? And ask you, can I shine your shoes and make an excuse for every black criminal in America? That's what you want me to do, Marco? Because if that's what you want you to do, I'd rather turn over and be dead. I'd rather turn over in a grave. I got my family out the hood. Generational wealth going forward, and this fool is telling me, "Yous ain't the black enough. You ain't arguing for the black people." Marco, go suck a lemon. How about that? Let's go to Gerald, line 2, Long Island. What's on your mind, Gerald?
To your point, Dominic, and thank you for taking my call. He kind of enforced what you were saying by saying that, oh, just because you're a black man, you could say these things. So in essence, he was sticking up for white people, because if you're a white person, you couldn't say that. He was so ridiculous. Right. He's saying that because you're a black man, you're allowed to say these things. So in essence, he was saying if you were white, you couldn't say it. So
but you know what, Gerald? No matter what race I am, I'm going to tell you the truth. Period. I'm going to call a spade. I'm going to call out that's just who I am. And you can ask any politician I've covered. That's just who I am. You have the final word before I move on.
No, Dominic, that's why everybody loves and respects you. Your truth to the last syllable, and we love it.
Well, thank you, Gerald. But I've got to change the way that I talk, because Marco in New Jersey, he don't like the fact of the way I talk. Can y'all help me out, good white people, with some ebonics? I mean, I can go back to that, right? Eyes are not, whatever you want me to use, Marco, that's going to make you feel better. I grew up in the hood, in the projects. You ain't never been in the projects a day in your life, and you going to call up here talking this garbage. White people ain't urinating and defecating in the elevators in the projects, Marco. It's black people. Not all black people. Most people of color are hardworking and want a good life just like everybody else. Chris Rock tells it best. Chris Rock tells a joke where he says, I love black people, but oh, do I hate. And I'll let you figure out the rest of it. He says, I love black people, but boy, do I hate. And I think that's the way all of us feel when we're being honest. Gail, Pennsylvania, line 1. What's on your mind, Gail?
Hi, Dominic. I thank you for your honesty. And I really want to comment that most of the crime is black on black. I looked it up, and evidently...
Wait, Gail, wait, why are you messing up the story, Gail? Don't matter. They don't matter. Gail, you see it on TV with your own eyes. We all do. We see the colors of the suspect. But Gail, you're messing up the narrative. Go ahead, Gail.
Well, despite blacks being like 14% of the population, half of the people murdered in the United States are black. And 90% of these cases, the murderer is black. So it's very sad for blacks to have this high crime rate against themselves. And whites who deny that are doing nothing to help. And to me, truthfully, I think it's encouraged almost to have problems in these urban areas.
It does seem that way, Gail. Thank you for the wonderful call. So I've heard it all today. The white man, Marco in New Jersey, telling me eyes are not black enough for him. I don't make enough excuses for my behavior. I've got to start using ebonics, folks. America's heroes need your help. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at T2T.org. I'm back at midnight.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder,
what the heck is going on here?
Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Idea Gen Global Podcast with George Sifakis.
I'm George Sifakis. In a world overflowing with noise, there is one forum where the world's smartest voices connect, where visionaries sit at the same table as innovators, and great minds don't just talk, they act.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.